Hey y'all, welcome to this weekly vlog. Thanks for being here. Thanks for either showing up again, whatever the situation may be. I am glad you're here. I just uploaded my weekly vlog of my family, my mother and my sister visiting, and it was a time. You know how the girls get. You know how you start ripping and rubbing and acting up with like your family. That's how I am with my mother and my sister, because my mama's gonna be a mama, right? She's gonna be a mama. She's gonna mother even when I don't want her to, you know? And my sister's gonna be the little sister that she is. She's gonna be the baby that she is. She gets her way all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have a 15-year age gap. Okay. She is 22. Okay. My parents are much older, so she gets exactly what her want. And my daddy, he made this is all like, And I said, wait a minute, which flowers is it? And I think it's like lilies and tulips. And I was like, get away from those things. So I put them on the mantle in the front room. She can't jump up there or anything, because they weren't cheap, because I mean, they came from the farm itself. So I'm like, stay away from those. And I have roses in my room, so those are okay. But yeah, I completely forgot. So I think it's lilies and tulips. Something about the bulbs in the middle. Like, all of it's toxic, but definitely the bulbs. So I had to move those. But we had a really nice time. It was my first time experiencing it, so I was very happy that I had even more of a reason to go. The drive was really cute, you know, definitely got into the country area. And then after, the next day, we pretty much did shopping. We went to like a whole bunch of different bookstores. We went to oh my god, I forgot the name of it. It's like Mother McCult shop or something like that. It's pretty much a used bookstore. Then we found Literary Arts, which is another bookstore that I didn't even know about. It was just right across the street, so that was fun. And then we went to Grand Gestures bookstore, which is black owned, queer, female owned romance bookstore. So that was fun. And then we just went shopping at the mall, and yeah, that was about it. I got a couple books, so I'm very happy. I am starting my day out. It's 3 p.m. I was up at like 7 a.m. and then did some things, and then me and Princess went back to sleep. So I'm about to go get my coffee. I need to go to the post office. I got some stuff for my my Miranda. I got some stuff for you babes coming. I'm about to order my coffee, see how everybody is, and go from there. All right, y'all. So we are leaving the post office. Also, not sure if anyone else like knows this or has noticed it, but if you mail out books through Pango, when I wasn't doing a Pango, but I have noticed that on the airway bills that it will say like media mail or something. So apparently you get, not apparently, you get a discount for mailing media, right? Books, DVDs, CDs. Just let them know that that's what it is, and then there's a discount. So I had noticed it on the Pango airway bills that it will say like media mail or something, and so I was like, oh, okay, like they know it's a book or something, or they know it's something. And then I had mailed out a book like separately, and the postal worker was like filling it, and she was like, is this a book? And I was like, yes. And so she said that, oh, there's a discount. And I was like, oh, good to know. So I just sent out some things, but it wasn't just a book. I sent out other things in it. And so the postal worker told me like, yeah, you usually will get the discount. He said, but not if there's other stuff in the package. It has to just be like that. So like if you're sending all books, if you're sending all DVDs, whatever, CDs, then you can get the discount, but it has to just be media. So it can't be like media and bookmark. I mean, they probably won't fill the bookmarks, but it can't be like media and a t-shirt, or a book and a cup, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really cool. So it's good to know for all of the book boos out there. The USPS does that, so I thought that was really cool. So just want to let y'all know, I am going to cruise around for a little bit. The weather is nice. I do need to go to Dollar Tree. My mom wants me to ship out some packages for her. I think I'm going to listen to this audiobook that's called The Better Mother, and it's by Jennifer Vander Kloot. And this actually came, I was scrolling because I was watching Jordan Reads, and she was talking about Spread Me. I forgot who it's by, but it's like Sarah something. But she was saying that she really enjoyed the narrator of the audiobook, and that the narrator does all of Sarah's books. So I was like, okay, let me see what her voice sounds like. So I was kind of scrolling through different books. I didn't want to read Spread Me, but then I found this one, and this one is, yeah, The Better Mother. So it follows, what's her name? Savannah. So it follows this 34-year-old girl, and I love that she's in her 30s. It follows this 34-year-old woman named Savannah who gets pregnant from a one-night stand, and when she reaches out to the guy, he's like, hey, I actually ended up just getting back with my ex-girlfriend. Like, we're trying to work things out. So he's like, I have to break the news to her. Now, this woman, her name is Madison. Yes. And Madison, that is his girlfriend. And she actually is like, you know what? I'm here for this. I'm here for the baby. I'm here for you, and so forth and so on. But she has other intentions. And it's a thriller, it's spooky, it's fast paced, and like I said, it's a audiobook, and I want to see if I like this narrator's voice. It would be interesting to see, like, because Jordan like talked highly of her, so I wanted to see, and I was like, that also sounds really good. So let's see what happens with that. Also, I might go to the library for a little bit. It's such a pretty day. Like I said, I don't think I want to stay in the house, so I did bring my Kindle. So I might go to the library, and I have a few books on there. I do have Little Thieves that I started yesterday. I have the ebook, the physical copy, and the audiobook, and I need the audio because, baby, some of them words, I'm like, what is going on? So, or she's gonna stay there. Okay. So I might like read that. I do have Desperado by Kenya Gori Bell. That is the fourth book in the seventh or sixth. It's the newest book in the Blood Legacy series. So there's that. So we'll see, but I am gonna start The Better Mother. Is that what it's called? Yeah, The Better Mother. It's 9 hours, so I could probably speed through this same day or 2 days, if that. So yeah, it's a thriller and suspense, and yeah, let's see what happens with that. So got my coffee. So good, so good, so good. So let's roll around for a little bit. Let's enjoy the weather. Okay, so I thought we'd come here to Vancouver Lake. I'm not gonna go too far because the rest of it is sand, and I didn't bring like a blanket or anything, but I just wanted to see it. The last time I came here has been like 8 years, maybe. So, it's so pretty though. Can you guys see Mountain Hood over there? Everyone's playing. So I think I'm gonna sit out here for a little bit and read. Maybe on my Kindle. I don't think I want to read. I don't want to listen to my audiobook. I kind of want to stay alert, but it's so pretty. What's that say? Water something advisory. But yeah, everyone is down at water. Kids and stuff are there. So yeah, we're gonna go find a table and we're gonna sit and I'm gonna do some reading. But I wanted to show y'all that. Isn't that pretty? I can't even do like a dab because I already finished my drink. But my outfit from Amazon, my cute new sneakers. I'm reading a whole bunch of stuff, and my drink was a hopscotch protein latte. Okay, y'all, I am in the car. I'm gonna go grab some dinner. I think I want some nachos from Taco Bell. I need to get off of this fast food kick again. But I I have been listening to The Better Mother by Jennifer Van Der Kloot, I believe, and it is narrated by Z Sens. Xe Sans. Yeah, Xe Sans. How this book is crazy. I was gonna say however, but I don't know why. This book is nuts. This story is bizarre. Like, it's bizarre in a way where I would probably give it 5 stars, because it is driving me in. Like, I am on pins and needles, right? How this is gonna end. But I mean, she's doing some crazy. Poor Savannah is going through like some crazy stuff. Like, crazy. Like, poor girl. And she's pregnant. So it's like, she is just stressing. Cause the girlfriend Madison is just like, baby, I'm here to stay. Crazy. So I don't know. I recommend it. Like, I'm not expecting. Like, I saw some reviews where everyone was like, this just seems so unbelievable. To a certain extent, it does. But I'm also someone who has never been pregnant. And so I don't know what those emotions and that hormonal like change in your body feels like. So I can't say what Savannah would or wouldn't do. In the hopes of trying to be like a good mother and keep it cordial and keep the peace between her, Max, and Madison. But baby, the way Max wouldn't have to worry about nothing, baby. Max wouldn't have to worry about a thing. Okay, so this is definitely looking like this is leaning towards a 4-star already, because I am intrigued. It is keeping me on my toes. So I'm gonna order some food, and I will probably talk to y'all when I finish the book. Hey y'all, it is another beautiful day. I think we're going to start losing some of these days just because it's gonna rain next week, right? So enjoying it right now, but I'm looking forward to a little rain. I think it should rain like twice a week and then be like this the rest of the week, every week, because, you know, I feel like that's balance. But hey y'all, hello, this is another day, and I finished The Better Mother by Jennifer Van Der Kloot, I believe, and I gave it like 3.5, 4 stars, purely for entertainment. there definitely were some plot holes. There were definitely some obvious things where I'm like, come on now, like, the characters were not fully like fleshed out, and it was silly, right? If some of it was silly. Now, it was a debut, but I will tell you this, honey, Jennifer had me like clenching my toes because I needed to know what was happening, because every character was pissing me off and I needed to know what was going on. So for that engagement, she did her job. She did her big one. She did her big one. So I think I've said it in quite a few clips. Hopefully the clips are there, but pretty much it is a sinister thriller that follows Savannah, who gets pregnant from a one-night stand, and when she lets the father know, the baby's father know, he lets her know that he is back with his ex-girlfriend. They're going to work it out, and that she wants to be involved in this child's life, and it gets crazy from there, right? You already get like a bad vibe from the girlfriend, but you don't know what her intentions are just yet. So that was very entertaining. So I finished that. I think I'm back on an audiobook kick because I have been wanting to like walk. I have been wanting to like get things done around the house, and I just unfortunately feel sometimes when I sit and do my Kindle, I'm not focusing like I should. I can't sit and focus on a book, a physical copy, or a Kindle for some reason, and I don't like that. But you know what? You consume your information the best way that you can. So, you know, audiobooks for the win. So I did listen to The Better Mother on audio, and it was good. Next up on the list, I think I'm going to finish listening to, my voice too, The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkoff. I have had this book on my radar for a while, and I actually thought that I had already read it. I thought I miscategorized it, but I didn't. I did not read this one. I think I got this one confused with a Sherry Lapina book that has like not a forest. It has like a secluded cabin and a like snowstorm on the cover of the book. So I got it confused. So I have not read this one, but I think the only thing is because I'm listening to it on audio, I'm a little confused because I feel like I'm listening to either 2 or 3 POVs, and I'm a little confused. I know one is the past, one is the present, but I feel like I'm missing that other POV. I don't know who and when that is yet. So I'm trying to figure that out. However, it's following, I think her name is Wiley. Wiley has gone to this secluded cabin in Iowa, and this cabin actually has a pretty dark past, as a few people were murdered in this cabin, as well as some girls have gone missing. Wiley is a crime thriller. I think she's a crime thriller author. So she does her own stories based off of true crimes, not like a journalist. So she has been there for like a few weeks. She's got issues going on at home with her badass son. Actually, her son is just going through his, adolescent stage, and she's got a ex-husband who's driving her up a wall too, right? So she's like, I just want to get away. I'm just going to stay away. So she stays away. She stays in this cabin, and she claims it's to write her newest book, but it's also to get away from her family, because same, I get it. During this time, there is a blizzard that happens. So I love that. I love a secluded home, a snowstorm, no communication with the outside world, because that scares me. Okay, that in real life scares me. My apartment is like a dead zone sometimes for Wi-Fi and like my phone, baby, I will drive to the grocery store that's like 4 minutes away just to be able to use my phone, because I start to feel like claustrophobic, because I'm like, how's anybody gonna find me, knowing that like my neighbor's right like upstairs if I need anything, and she's super cool, and then my other neighbors be checking on me too. But I'm just like, oh no, like I don't do cabins in the woods. It sounds cute. I don't get that rural, okay? I was like moseying along out here in Washington, and I was like, oh, such a pretty day. I'm gonna take myself on a little drive. Baby, when I started getting no service on my phone, I made a U-turn. Bring me back to civilization. So that kind of stuff already gets me, right? So the fact that there's a snowstorm and then she breaks her phone, so her phone already is not gonna work anyway, and the blizzard's not gonna help. So she's at the store that's like miles away from where she's staying to get like supplies, and like she's just gonna hunker down. I don't think so. Like, that is scary. I wanna hunker down in my house where I still hear my neighbors talking, walking around. I still see cars, but like away from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's scary. So I say all that to say that always intrigues me in like a thriller and a horror, because that already gets me going, right? So we have that, and while she's going on, like in this blizzard is happening, there is a little boy who is freezing to death, like at the beginning of her driveway. What? This little 5-year-old little boy? What? And now she is taking care of this 5-year-old little boy, and someone's looking for him and her. What? No thank you. No thank you. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm thinking that it's 3 different POVs, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because I don't have the book in front of me. I'm listening to audio, so it doesn't really say, it just says present, and then it like, when it does the next chapter, it just starts, and you have to kind of like guess where you are. And it's like, okay, when they do present, you know that that's Wiley, and when they say Wiley's name, okay, that's Wiley, that is the main character of the present. But when it says like other people's names and stuff, I'm like, is this the past? I'm guessing this is the past, right? So it's a little confusing, but entertaining nonetheless. I feel like I have an idea where it's gonna go, because like I said, I do a lot of thrillers, but it will be interesting to see how it wraps up to getting there, if what I'm thinking is correct. I could definitely be wrong. So I'm doing that. Still really haven't finished anything on my Kindle. I've been rereading, like y'all know. I'm in a reread because I don't want to lose my passion for enjoying reading. I don't want reading to feel like a chore. So I have been rereading on my Kindle. I've been reading my unhinged male characters who don't play, about they women who are obsessed with they women to the point where the women are scared. Love it. But I would like to I downloaded some more little like thrillers, and I need to download some more Lynette Keene and Octavia Grant for my thriller fixes. Because they do short stories, quick reads, but they will bite your ass cheek, like, and not in the way you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, gotcha. So I might do that. But I have downloaded some new ones. I'll have to show you later as I'm getting to the airport. I do want to get back into Angela J. Ford, but like I said, her books are more of like a cozy, relaxing vibe, and I think I want to be in a thriller kind of mood right now. Also, Fats, baby, sexy fan you. I think Wuthering Heights is your book. I mean, not point, that's rude. I think Wuthering Heights is your book read for this month, right? For April? I need to look, because I up, little thieves, because baby, when I tell you I need to do immersive reading with that, I have got to do immersive reading. That book was throwing me off with all the different names and stuff. So there's that. I'm here at the airport. I did not get coffee at the airport. Well, I didn't get my Dutch Bros from the airport. I actually had got it earlier today when I did my rover walk. So I did do that. So we're gonna go in here, find a parking spot, and go head into the airport. I will see y'all later. Woo-wee-hee-hee, y'all. Hi, y'all. My book besties always are teasing me about my schedule, my sleeping schedule, because it's all over the place. It's 3:30 p.m. I'm just getting up. I technically did wake up earlier, but y'all, I was dead to the world. Like, I was so, like, my dreams were so insane and so vivid. My eyes were so puffy. I just could not function today. I could not safely do anything. So I'm finally up. I am gonna get coffee, and the cycle's gonna repeat itself because I'm getting coffee this late. Unless I stay up, maybe I'll stay up all night and then try to sleep tomorrow and get back on the schedule. I don't know what happened. It just hit me. Like, my body was just like, no. I don't know. It was kind of weird. It was like one of my panic attacks, but without the panic. It was like just an attack. I don't know. I just could not function at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go get gas. I'll talk about my reading updates. Good Lord, everybody named Mom is here. Okay, y'all. Hi. I am back. I went and got gas. Let's talk about a reading update. I finished The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkoff, I believe is her name. Pictures will be up here. Like I said, the idea of it, that I was excited. The atmosphere, like I said this before in, hopefully it shows up in another clip. Because, I'm still trying to figure out this phone and why a lot of my clips be cut. But the cover gave me the vibes I was looking for. I love any type of like secluded home. I love anything about like in the like woods, no service, like the next neighbor is like a mile, 2 miles away. I like stuff like that because could never be me because I don't play them games. Baby, did y'all see that car? That is insane, honey. Okay, I feel like I'm in like an alternate universe because I don't know what's going on today. Okay. Anyways, so I went into this like, okay, and it had been on my list for a while. I got it confused with another book, and I thought I had already read it, but I didn't. The book that I had read was by Sherry Lapina. Okay, I had never read from this author before. So it follows Wiley. And I think I don't know if I don't want to say too much because I feel like I already said this in the clip. I haven't looked at my footage. But Wiley is a crime thriller writer. And she takes some time to go and write her newest book. And snowstorm happens. Not even a snowstorm, a blizzard happens. No communication with the outside world. Yeah, I think I did talk about this in a clip. No communication with the outside world. And a child, a little boy, shows up, frozen almost to death, in her like driveway and someone else is looking for this child too, right? And it goes from there. Like I said, I think I mentioned this, I get a little emotional. I'm a thug, but I cry every so often. And the ending, I think the ending had me cry just like a little bit. It was a lot heavier than I was expecting. I still gave it like 2.5 stars because I usually will round up. Usually I round up on Goodreads. So a lot of the ratings, if you see my Goodreads and it's 3 stars, it's usually like I'll say like I rounded it up, 2.5, 2.75, whatever. And the reason why I round up is because it still gave me some emotion. Like I said, the ending did make me cry, and I was like, oh my goodness, right? So I did have a moment of like where I cried, and I was just like, oh my God, that's so sad, and that's so good, and that's so sad. But throughout the book, I still was not completely impressed, and I think it had to do with more of the fact that it had so many different POVs, so many different timelines, and instead of me getting the atmospheric vibe that I really wanted, I got like a crime thriller, like a procedural crime thriller where like where it's like the cops and the detectives and the FBI agents are talking, and I didn't really want that. I wanted things that went like bump in the night, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted like footprints in the snow, and then all of a sudden they just stop somewhere abruptly, like the person read by the same narrator, and it's throwing me off. Okay, now I feel like I've said this before, a lot of narrators do go under different pseudonyms and other pen names or whatever, because Jonice Abbott Pratt I like Jonice Abbott Pratt, but however, she does Legendborn, so it's hard to hear her voice when she does smut, right? So but she goes under a different name when she does her adult smut, high rated like books, right? But still, it's like, this is Legendborn, this is Bree, So I have 3 books that are narrated by her under her Jonice Abbott Pratt name, because they're not like adult smut books or anything. But it's just kind of like, it's throwing me off, because one book is about this lawyer who has gotten to a divorce. Her mother passed. She's back in this small town, with her father, and like all these like secrets are coming up and stuff like that. But it just sounds so childish, because like I said, I'm so used to Jonice doing Legendborn that I'm like, what is going on? Like, how old is this woman? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a grown woman. but I don't know, something about the voice for that character is throwing me off. So it's called What You Leave Behind, and it's by Wanda Morris. Wanda Morris has also written some other books. This is my first time reading from this author, but I have seen her other books. I'll put the books on the screen so you can see. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen these books. I don't know, Danny Boo, I need to ask Danny. I feel like, I wonder if this was an option for the License to Thrill book club, or if it was a book club pick. I don't remember, but I feel like somebody was going to read this for a book club, or it was an option. I'm not sure. However, I forgot the girl's name, but yeah, it follows this woman who went through a divorce. Like, she's just having a really trying time in her life right now, from divorce to the loss of her mother. Her father got remarried within like 6 months. I'm telling y'all, you can't depend on the males. He needed somebody around, honey. It had nothing to do with love. He needed someone around him, honey. He needed someone to pick up the stuff that his wife left. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so it just, like, she's this lawyer, and then, like, it's just like this weird town, like, secret, right? And of course it has to do with my favorite stuff, which has to do with, like, spirituality of your ancestors, rituals, hoodoo. I love all of it, right? I respect all of it. I love all of it. So it does have a little bit to do with that. But like I said, listening to this book, I am like, dang, I feel like I'm reading a young adult book, because it is, you know, Jonice is known for Legendborn, so it's throwing me off a little bit, but that's okay. What else do I have? Let me come back to y'all. I have some more, so we'll see. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. I am back. But yeah, so I think I have new neighbors too. But anyway, I'll text her later. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of throwing me off, because like I said, I'm used to hearing Jonice do, like, well, I mean, I listened to her doing, I did immersive reading for Curvy Girl Summer, and that was her, and that kind of threw me off a little bit too. But then it was like, I think because she went under a different name, I was like, wait a minute, this name, she sounds familiar. And then I had to, like, do some research, so it took me a little bit longer to figure out who she was. But when I hear, like, by Jonice Abbott Pratt, I already immediately go to Legendborn, you know, so it was kind of like, ooh. But anyway, so yeah, that's another book that I have. I am probably gonna pick up my Kindle tonight, because I do want to get my money's worth when it comes to KU. KU was like it's either $11.99 or $13.99 a month, and I definitely want to get my money's worth. But I feel like I have too, because like some of the books I've already read on Kindle Unlimited, like if you were to purchase them, a lot of them are already like $13.99 as paperback already. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. But anyways, what else is going on? Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I will, like, stay up today and get back on track, because don't get me wrong, I'm a night owl, but I completely just threw myself for a loop. Like, I feel crazy. And it could be because of the weather too, because it was sunny, and then all of a sudden it's dumping rain. Like, there was no transitional period. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go get something to eat. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get back into my Mexican tuna phase, because that really helped a lot, because it had the protein, it had the veggies, and with my mom and sister being here, whenever people visit, or whenever you go and visit, like, you know, everything changes. Like, the time structure, like, changes, the scheduling, your eating habits, anytime it changes. So I am all over the place right now. So I think that's what's also going on. This has been, I don't know about y'all, but this has felt like the longest week. I literally thought Thursday was Sunday, and it wasn't. So yeah, I am like tripping, and I'm ready to take back control of my time and energy and get back to at least me knowing like my schedule, you know what I mean? So this just threw me off. Like I just, woo, oh my god, it threw me off so bad. Anyway, yeah, I just, yeah, I can't even talk. So, oh, I might as well talk about the other books that I have for Jonice Abbott Pratt. So I have What We Leave Behind. What You Leave Behind. Ours by Philip B. Williams is also narrated by her. And I'm sorry about that, child. I'm all over the place. Okay, so yes, she also narrates Ours by Philip B. Williams. This was another book that I wanted to read. I'm gonna show you right here, but I'm also gonna put it on the screen. But okay, so the Virgo in me, okay, no, you didn't ask that. I'm not gonna say that, never mind. Anyway, I was considering this book, and I still am considering this book. Y'all don't want to know about that. Anyway, this is a historical fiction, African-American fiction, and it follows Saint, who is a fearsome conjurer in the 1830s, and she is destroying plantations all over Arkansas and rescuing enslaved people. And this town that she created is magically concealed from outsiders, and it's called Ours, right? And so this follows 4 decades. Yeah, 4 decades. And because other people start to have their own magic, they start to be able to find this town and so forth and so on. So I was really intrigued to read that. Probably listen to it, because I don't think I can sit right now. So that is also done by Jonice Abbott Pratt. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like I said, her voice just gives YA, which is not bad. I think it's just what I'm used to. And I was like, okay. So when I heard that, I said, okay, I'm confused, because like I said, I have What You Leave Behind. She does Ours. And the other book is a Shanora Williams new book, The Mayhem and the Mortal. Mayhem and the Mortal, The Mortal and the Mayhem or something. And that's done by her as well. And so it just kind of threw me off, because that's why I was like, is this book by Shanora YA or like new adult? And no, I hear it has like some nasty scenes in it, and so it's adult. So it's just kind of like funny that it's Jonice's voice for all of these audiobooks that I'm finding, and I'm like getting them all confused. It's just so funny. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see. we'll see where my mind goes. This is like literally me just being jumbled right now. Like I am just all over the place. It's about to be 4 p.m. I am just getting myself up and moving around. So I'm gonna go home, see if there are any new videos from my YouTube lovelies, and get caught up on that, clean up around the house a little bit, and attempt to get ready for this week. Because baby, I don't know what happened. It was nuts.